Welcome back, everyone, to another Magic the Gathering Market Movers. Today is June the 1st, 2021, and we do have some crazy movers to go over. It looks like Modern Horizons 2 is really shaking things up in the market and creating a lot of price trajectory. We have some links in the description, like Patreon with a variety of tiers, and some of those tiers may be right for you, so please check that out. And I do have a TCG Player affiliate link, in any thing that you purchased using that link, I get a small bonus from that, and it really helps support the channel. Here are my wonderful patrons. You guys are the best. You're the reason why I can continue to make videos on a daily basis. Okay, with that being said, let's jump into these movers. Starting to list off here with Walking Ballista from Aether Revolt. This card is down 8.98% from 1582 to 1440. And the next loser we have on the list is Gisela, Blade of the Gold Knight. This is the Secret Lair version of the card, down 12.60% from 1357 to 1186. Swarmyard from Time Spiral. This card is down again, 13.28% from 1069 to 927. We've got Primeval Titan from the Secret Lair series, down again as well, 13.40% from 1284 to 1112. And our last loser is As Foretold from Amonkhet, down 13.92% from 32.90 to 28.32. Okay, now it's time we take a look at the biggest winners of the day, and we're going to start that list off here with Force of Negations from Modern Horizon, up 5.22% from 65.92 to 69.36. Now, this card was reprinted as one of the retro frame cards in Modern Horizons 2, but this card is seeing a lot of play in Is It Delver and Temur Delver, but also Vintage Grixis as well. Mishra's Summer Factory, this is from Antiquities. It's up 6.24% from 124.68 to 132.46. Seeing a lot of play right now in Ravager Shop decks and also Death and Taxes in Legacy, but its print run was disclosed from Antiquities, and there's only 31,000 copies of this artwork from Antiquities. Next up is Carry On Ants from Legends. Yes, another Four Horsemen set, up 7.36% from 2037 to 2187. Now, this was a rare from Legends, and its print run was disclosed, and this card only has 19,300 copies from the original Legend set ever printed. Next up is Elvish Champion. This is the Duel of the Planeswalker version of the card, up 8.53% from 1465 to 1590. This card sees a lot of play across a variety of formats, but Commander is the format where it sees the most play, especially in Lathril Blade of the Elves decks and also Azuri Renegade Leader decks. Next up, we have Arcbound Ravager. This is the original printing from Darksteel. It's up 9.44% from $14.73 to $16.12. It sees a lot of play across a variety of formats like Modern and Commander, but the format that's pushing the price up the most right now is Vintage, especially Ravager Shop decks with 28 registered copies on MTG Goldfish. The next card we have is Vindicate from Apocalypse. This is the original printing of the card. It's up 11.04% from 1512 to 1679, and this card was reprinted in Modern Horizons 2, so it's getting a lot of people, their imaginations are running wild, thinking about which decks it could go in. Could go in Esper Control decks, possibly in Modern, and it's seeing a lot of play right now in Commander, where it shines the most, but it could see a lot of play in Modern now that it's been reprinted. And the next card we have is Strip Mine from Antiquities. This is the one with no horizon on the art. It's 11.53% up today from 57.51 to 64.14. Sees a lot of play in Sultai Midrange and Ravager shops in Vintage, and its print run was disclosed from Antiquities, and this version of the card only has 93,000 copies ever printed from this set. Next up is Spiritual Sanctuary, a card from Legends that we've had on our list yesterday. This is a reserve list card, up 17.20% from 33.13 to 38.83. Now, because this is a reserve list card, there's not a lot of copies of this on the market, especially in near mint condition from a Four Horsemen set like Legends, and its print run was disclosed. It is a rare, so there's only 19,300 copies of this card ever printed. And the next card we have is Shardless Agent. This is the Planechase Anthology reprint of the card, up 20.18% from $5.70 to $6.85. Now, this card was reprinted in Modern Horizons 2, so that might actually reignite some interest in this card. Right now, it does see some play, mostly in Commander, like decks like Averna the Chaos Balloon, and also Maelstrom Wanderer decks. And the next card we have on the list to talk about today is Upheaval. Yes, this is a card from Odyssey. It's up 25.38% from $3.94 to $4.94. Now, this is another card that was reprinted in Modern Hprizons 2, and it's going to be introduced into the modern format. And some people are just brewing in their head, thinking of possible, decks that this could go into, maybe control decks, but that's one of the reasons why it's actually going up on this list today. And the next card we have is Heartbeat of Spring. This is the reprint from Double Masters. It's up 31.55% from $3.55 to $4.67. Now, this card does see some play across a variety of formats, but the format that sees the most play in is actually Commander, and it sees play in Belados Witherbloom decks, and that is actually a card that we got fairly recently in Strixhaven. It's pushing the card price up now. Bonder's Enclave from Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths. This card is up 32.49% from $3.54 to $4.69. Now, this card does see most of its play right now in Standard, where it shines the most, especially in mono green stompy decks, but also sees play in Rada, Heart of Keld, and Brawl decks as well for that format. And the last card on our list is Snap from Urza's Legacy. This common is up 53.97% from $3.02 to $4.65. Now, this sees play mostly in Commander, but also sees play in Pauper, Blue, White control decks. But the Commander decks that see the most play in is Vera, Voice of Duality, and Orval, the All Form. Okay, now it's that time of the day where we take a look at the biggest foil winners of the day, and we are going to start that list off here with Stokeshaker Shaman from Ravnica. It's up 55.67% from $4.76 to $7.41. Next mover we have is Hostility from Lorwyn. This rare is up 67.98% from $1.78 to $2.99. The next mover is Blessed Wind, an Old Border rare foil, up 79.53% from $5.57 to $10. We've got Overblaze from Betrayers of Kamigawa. This card is up 94.19% from $1.55 to $3.01. Stronghold Assassin, a 7th edition rare Old Border foil, up 112% from $18 to $38.33. Goblin Chariot, another 7th edition foil, up 116% from $5.98 to $12.96. We've got Savannah Lions. This is the 9th edition version of the card, up 168% from $2.96 to $7.95. We've got Basking Root Walla from Torment. This Old Border foil is up 175% from $7.94 to $21.84. And we have Whip Silk here from Invasion, another Old Border foil. This one is up 217% from $1.67 to $5.30. The last mover we have is Shirei Shizu Caretaker from Betrayers of Kamigawa. It's up 454% from $8.11 to $44.94. Okay, thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this Market Movers. It really means a lot to me. And if you could subscribe, if you have been watching my channel for a while, I'm really trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, and you can really help me get to that threshold. Okay, with that being said, I do make these videos Monday to Friday, so I will be back tomorrow for another Magic the Gathering Market Movers. With that being said, okay, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Being a patron will help me produce more Market Movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys, and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.